You don't have to cling. You don't have to cling to the type of person that you've always been, the habits that you've always had, the job that you've always had, the relationship that you've always attracted. You don't have to cling because we are meant to go on many adventures in our lifetime. This is how the story goes for everyone. No matter where you are in your journey right now, you will find yourself in one of these stages. You're going to feel a call to adventure. It's going to come from within. You're going to feel like the way things are right now is not quite aligned with who you are right now. And you're going to start questioning things. You're going to start wondering, okay, what is this call to adventure? And you very well might ignore it because you might have self-doubt. You might think, who am I to want this? And other people will tell you in your environment, because your environment is still reflecting the old version of you. Other people will tell you, no, this what you want, it's not realistic, or it's for others, it's not for you, or you have things so good, why would you want to change anything? And this is what I call the weeds of doubt. So you're going to go get that call for adventure from your regular life, and then you're going to face weeds of doubt. It'll come in the form of friends, family, your own thoughts. But at some point, you're going to expand your mind, and you're going to start dreaming about what is possible for you, and you're going to start using your imagination. And your imagination is a very powerful thing. You're going to start using your imagination, and then something really cool will happen. You're going to align with a community of people or a mentor or both who are going to show you what's possible. They're going to give you that little boost of confidence to go ahead and make the leap. You're going to go from everything you've ever known to the unknown. And this is where you're going to go through it. You're going to really get to know yourself on a deeper level. You're going to unlock new levels of authenticity. You're going to be tested. You're going to learn new skills. You're going to go through dark nights of the soul. You're going to fail a lot. This is going to be a tough time, but you're going to make good friends along the way, and you're going to learn a lot along the way, and that's going to give you true, unshakable confidence. You're going to learn to trust yourself here. You're going to see what you're made of. And then at some point, the storm will pass, and you are going to step into the blossoming harvest. This is what I call the full bloom effect. This is the radiant, magnetic you that is shining from the inside out, who is living in their purpose. This type of person is just radiating when they walk into the room. You can tell that they're just so aligned in their life because they just went through it and they know themselves deeply. You're going to revel here for a while. Could be months, could be years. You're going to love it. It's going to feel so good. But then it's going to feel a bit normalized. It's not going to have that sparkle that it always did. This is where you're going to be called to reevaluate your journey and consider what else might be possible. At this moment, you will realize that you have a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge that you can offer others. And you might actually start imparting this wisdom on others, whether it's formally as a mentor or casually in conversation with other people. You're going to have this wisdom to share. And this is your evergreen legacy. This is something that is deeply embedded in you, that you've learned, that you've experienced, that you can now share with other people who are behind you on that path. And then life will start to feel pretty normal again. And there's nothing wrong with that. We can hang out in the comfort zone for a while. But as human beings, we want to grow. We want to experience new things. We want to challenge ourselves. And even though you might think like, no, I just want to sit on the couch and drink wine, you're going to get tired of that too. So what happens now is you're going to get a new call to adventure. And a lot of people are clinging here. They don't want to let go of this identity that they've built for themselves because they went through a lot to get there. But we're meant to go on multiple journeys, many adventures in this lifetime. And I always think about the monkey bar metaphor where you have to let go to move forward. So you're going to go through the same thing again. But the important thing to remember here is do not grieve that version of you that you just experienced, because that person of you does not die. That person is always memorialized as a part of your story, because the circle, which I call the full bloom effect, which is inspired by Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, that circle, it's not a closed circle. It's a spiral. So you keep going, and that past version of you is always part of your story. The way I've experienced this was in my career. I was working in corporate for almost 8 years, and then I felt this call to adventure. I moved to Miami. I started my coaching business. I learned how to DJ, and I was doing this big entrepreneurial thing. I was putting on events. I went through a lot of dark nights of the soul. I had a lot of drama come up with business partners, with my personal life, with relationships. It was messy, but I learned so much, and I came out of it. I prevailed. I matched my corporate salary. I bought an apartment in Brickell. It's the apartment of my dreams. I was really shining. And I started to share this knowledge with others through my coaching business. And then came a time where I realized that the way that I had set up my life, it was working so well for me. It was no longer resonating with me because I was changing, I was growing, and I wanted a different type of lifestyle for myself. So last summer, I came home to my parents' house for a few weeks. I reevaluated everything, and I made some changes. I made changes in my business. I made commitments to a new relationship, and now I have a different adventure that I'm on. Today, I'm between Miami, New Jersey, and Turkey. I'm building more scalable business with my online community, the Conscious Life Design Studio, and with my e-commerce product, the Romanticize Your Life Journal, amongst other things that I'm creating. Definitely feels different now, definitely feels like a new adventure. So don't cling. Don't cling. When I was in my corporate job, believe it or not, I had a positive experience. I loved it until I felt like I was no longer growing. And it's not for the lack of opportunities. I was able to continue climbing up the ladder. My heart just wasn't in it anymore. And so I took a leap. And I love DJing. I'm still doing it, but I'm not doing it nearly as much. And it's not because I don't love it. It's because I need to put my energy and attention on this new adventure that I'm on. And it can be really hard. Last summer was the first time, it was the least that I DJ'd in the 3 or 4 years that I've been a DJ. It was really hard to grapple with that, with my mindset. Like, this was part of my identity for several years. So this is what I call the pruning ritual, where you take this identity that you've built and you're starting to kind of take away the things that are no longer serving you. So again, it's the monkey bars, right? You have to let go of some things in order to move forward. And the important thing is to continue to move forward, continue to grow, continue to experience new things, but most importantly, continue to be in alignment with this new version of yourself, because you're constantly evolving. You're not the same person that you were 10 minutes ago before you started this video. You're always evolving. So it's really important to continue to tune in, check in with yourself often. Have systems in place where you're checking in with yourself and asking questions like, does this still feel good for me? Yes, let's keep going. No, what can we do differently? And not clinging. Not clinging. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.